Hi, I'm James from Bastard Cafe in Copenhagen, and in this video I'm going to be going over the new game that's coming out this summer, Copenhagen. So I'm sat here with the designers. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi, do you want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, my name is Daniel Pedersen and I'm one of the designers of Copenhagen.
My name is Asger and Daniel and I'm the other designer of Cøpenhagen.
Hi. So how long have you been designing games for? Together, I'm guessing.
5 years. We started in 2014. We decided to start working together in 2013, but we didn't start designing together until the year after. Actually, I think more or less this time of year, late winter or springtime.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh, it's spring today.
And so, where did the inspiration for Copenhagen come from?
We were working on actually a Tetris-style game. So, to be frank, the idea of the title was actually the publishers of basing about this, because you're building up facade tiles in a game. Mm-hmm. Because, of course, Daniel and I, we live here and we work from here. This is where our favorite cafe, the Bastard Cafe, is. But the publishers, Rajiv got married to his wife, who also works in the company Beate, in Copenhagen many years ago. So it turned out that all four of us had a strong connection to the city. So that's why we ended up with that theme.
Okay, and the actual design process, how long did it take, you know?
The main chunk of designing the game was actually a very short and hectic period of just a couple of weeks last year in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's from building the first prototype that we pitched and Queen Games picked up immediately and really fast-tracked the development. So, I mean, it's not 2 weeks to make the finished game, right? But it's 2 weeks to make the prototype that was 95% what we see is published here.
There was quite a bit of development after we had gotten it to Queen Games to get everything just right with how the game ended, how long it should last, the exact distribution of tiles and bonus upgrades, etc. But the first thing went very fast. It actually went so fast that the first time Queen Games played it, they phoned us that very same day and told us they wanted the game. Okay. So it's never been that fast for us before. So it's a very unique situation for us as well.
Okay, and do you want to just give us a quick overview of the rules and the flow of the game?
Sure. Basically, in a turn, you can do one of two things. You can either take cards, which you would take out here from the available cards. There are 7 cards, but you have to take 2 adjacent cards. So there's a bit of restriction of what you have access to. As soon as you take them, new cards fill out. But let's say I had taken 2 red cards and put those into my hand, then I can play cards. And if I play red cards, and then I will take a red tile. If I play 2 red cards, I'll take one with 2 squares on. If I play 3, I'll take one with 3 squares on. I then place these out on the board from the bottom up. And build upwards, and I get points for fulfilling rows and columns, and more points if they only have windows. So I want to avoid these blank brick spaces with the facade tiles once I build it. Then once in a while you complete some special rows, or you fill out one of these special tiles. And you get access to some upgrades so that you can play a little bit different from game to game. Not least, the very first tile you end up taking makes a big difference in how your structure will end up looking.
So each game's going to play out differently depending on your starting hand and your starting tiles.
Sure, you get a slightly different puzzle.
So it's a puzzle game. As soon as you place one piece, right, the puzzle is new to you, then second and so on, right? So that's a main part of it, but also some of the special abilities you have in the game, right? You can pick them up, use them, reuse them, or try to get new stuff. So it's an evolving puzzle you play.
It's also sometimes people get tempted to take more of these because they want more special powers.
Yeah.
But as an alternative, you could also just take one of these single space tiles, facade tiles, which are good for filling out that last hole, which might be the thing that actually scores you the points. So it's a balance of not taking too many of them and finding the right moments to take the single space.
Okay.
Sure, and it's very interesting because you don't play to fill up the entire house you have here in front of you. It's a race to 12 points. So the game ends as soon as the first player has reached 12 points. Or if people are playing too slow, the game may end because there's an end game card shuffled into the deck.
Yeah, so it's more like a race to try and finish as quickly as possible. Okay, the game itself is really nice looking. It's very colourful, like New Haven, obviously the area it's based on. I understand there's a deluxe version coming out as well.
Yes, there are some acrylic tiles that they're going to be putting on Kickstarter when Queen Games puts it on Kickstarter. Basically, I'm not sure it's going to show up in the video from this shot, but if you look at it, you can actually see a little bit through the windows. So it's just a little fun touch. They look really cool.
And when's the game going to be available?
The Kickstarter is the game's already out in Germany. Is first, and then Queen Games are doing a Kickstarter for it that's starting in a week, which means on March 8th.
Okay.
And where the deluxe components will be available as well. And then they're doing a printing in April, which means of international versions, which means I think it is gonna be in stores around Europe, at least in probably May, maybe June if there are a lot of delays. I don't know how that exactly works.
Ooh, okay. Well, thank you very much for coming down.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
It's really nice to have you in Basta Cafe again. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching. And you can obviously find the game on Kickstarter soon. Bye. Bye.
Bye.